literally, because the weatherman said 16 degrees, sorry, 17 degrees, and Barbara said 20 degrees. I'm kind of bold, I went 22. Bit of a struggle, to be honest with you. It's Thursday, October the 6th, and so very, very happy to have you guys along this morning. If you're going to be joining me a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do, seriously. Sub, thumb, bell, bingo. Reason, bell, notifications when we have important people, much like the Southern Outlaw Band coming out of Ohio. Believe me, this is fantastic. I am absolutely very, very elated to catch up with Alice and the boys and girls again. It really is going to be fun. But in the meantime, for those of you that might want to see it again over there on YouTube, don't forget the sub, thumb, bell, thumb, notifications. Not notifications, just like us. Dare you. Double dare you. And of course subscribe. Yeah, go on. Double dare you on that one as well. Become part of the family, which is part of the noise. Believe me, it is growing exponentially. Anyway, let me do this.
Galaxy.
That's right, you are right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV. Big record, Sony Music, The Orchard, here with Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music, The Orchard.
So, without mucking around too much, let's get this show on the road. Here is our good friend Alice and his band, the Southern Outlaws Band. Let's kick it off with 4 Walls of Railfoot. Hey, that gives us a couple of minutes, guys.
There you go.
So, Bob, I see the South t-shirt on there. I hope you're drinking some of that.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Every chance
Well, why don't you send me some?
Okay.
So yeah, why don't we bring you some?
Oh,
Yeah, why don't we bring you some?
That I will absolutely double dare you.
I learned a neat trick at work because we're constantly doing Zoom meetings,
Uh-huh.
right? You put the moonshine in a coffee cup, but you blow on it so everybody thinks you're drinking coffee.
Of course. Of
It
course.
works.
Yeah, it does. Believe me. I've well, I had a coffee cup. I think one of the ladies has taken my cup away. She might make me one very shortly. My producer over here, she's laughing at me going, yeah, like you can go and get your own afterwards. So, Ray, how long you been playing the bass?
Well, this time probably about 2 months. But I started playing when I was 11, and I quit for like 8 years.
Okay.
I started guitar when I was 11. I started playing bass when I was like 17 because we could never find a bass player. So I was in a band, and the guy said, one of us is going to play bass, and it ain't going to be me. So I got stuck on bass, but I love it. I love it.
Well, I've got to be honest, Ray, Beg's not. I Beg's not as well. Alice, my friend, how's life been treating just lately?
Oh, good and busy.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen any of your shows, but I've had a lot of people telling me about them.
Yeah, I've been doing them every Wednesday, which matter of fact, tonight I took off.
Oh, you're going to get fired. Literally. Gosh, check this out. JD on Cat. The Outlaws. Pamela Tozer Harbottle is tuning in. Nice to have you on board, Pamela, it really is. Tim and Lisa are doing well overseas, I see. Believe me, loving the camera work.
Hi, you all.
Really is. Also, Bob's with them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Hi, you all.
Patricia Chambers and Paul Harkins. Paul Harkins is one of the band members coming out of Leicester in the UK.
Yeah, they've talked to
from
each
the
other.
band, the Heartland Roots Band. I think you guys know each other.
Yeah, he's interviewed.
Yes,
them,
I do.
think.
Very cool. We
And
love
to say
those
hi,
guys.
As they gave us a shout out, I want to give them a shout out.
Very
So-
cool. Very cool. Wario Hernandez is joining us again. Hernandez Torres, should I say. Nice to have you back. It really is. We've still got about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
JD on cat. What? Dear. So, it's. Do you think it's hard work doing the podcast?
At first, I'll be honest, I was a nervous wreck because being on the radio is totally different than being on stage.
Yeah, it is.
And it took me a while to get comfortable with it, but yeah, I'm starting to get into a groove now, and plus Don Pierce and all them have been great, with me and helping me out. So
Yeah, believe me, who the hell would be a DJ?
I have no idea.
No, believe me, I'd rather be in a band myself. I wouldn't want to do this job for quids. Dave, what's on your hat?
That is one of our beanies. Yes.
And you haven't sent me one yet. You're going to have to bring it with you, aren't you? With the whiskey and with the bourbon.
We can get you a T-shirt in person.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get Barbara to give you all the details. But let's go live to the desk. And Sandy, I apologise now. Oh dear, what's happened? Oh, we ran out of music. There we go. I knew there was something going on.
107
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Just trying to equalise that, Mike, I'm sorry. Believe me, we ran out of music. I was too busy talking to the boys and lady in the band. Believe me, I'm absolutely fascinated with catching up with these guys. Been a little minute since the last time we spoke, but still, I've already organised a t-shirt, a beanie and some alcohol, so I'm loving my work. How are you guys going? Welcome back.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
That's pretty slick, don't you think? So far since we've met in the last 5 minutes, I've got a t-shirt, I've got a beanie, and I've got some alcohol coming, plus a band to bring it to me. I reckon I'm doing pretty bloody good.
Yes.
And if Mark takes too long to get us down there to you, then you got to fly up here and come get us.
Well, I'll get Mark to pick up the bill on that one.
There you go. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, and believe me, sign me up for one of your local radio stations. I'll show them how to do it as well. What do you reckon?
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
You can give me all the pointers you want. I need them.
Believe me, Alice, I am so very, very proud to know that you're a part of the game now, my friend. What's the name of the show?
It's the Rockin' Country Show on Cat Country Radio.
There you go. And believe me, folks, you're going to have to go and check it out. Alice does a huge job, and I support it. I really, really do. Very, very fascinated. And, of course, Tim, he does from time to time as well. All for JD on Cat. It's really, really cool. It is. JD on Cat says I'm coming too. Nick Plews is joining us too, by the way, Alice. So 007 sends his best, he says. English regards to Alice and the band.
There we go.
Yeah, it's nice to have him on board too. By the way, Nick, I got to thank you very much for the video you did for us the other day. And wow, how tall are you? Just wondering. I'm 6'2", literally. So you look around about the same height as me, to be very honest. Whereas the rest of the guys, except the young fella, seem to be maybe about a foot shorter. Just wondering, figuring it out. You see, if I find out your dimensions, I might be able to squeeze you into a decent-sized suitcase. Bring you over here. It's just a thought, trying anyway. 007. Did you know about 007 Alice?
Yeah, me and Nick was talking about that. I said they need to find a hillbilly version of 007 now.
Well, did you realise, of course, Daniel Craig did his last movie as 007, but when he was filming that, he literally, would you believe, guys, broke his ankle. So 6 weeks without filming, that tends to cost in the film industry, if you know what I mean. So they started figuring it out that, well, maybe, just maybe, we might change our 007 James Bond into a woman. They put that out on the internet, and the internet just went wild. They says, no way. Of course, Moneypenny, keep her as Moneypenny, but you've got to have a male as James Bond. That's who Ian Fleming actually wrote in. True?
Yeah.
So they thought, well, while he's down, now 3 weeks out, another 3 weeks to go before he comes back, let's try this. So they compromised. Now he's gay. The next one, literally, is, you got to wonder, you know his gun, don't you? It's a Walter PPK, right? Yeah, you got to wonder what he's going to do with his Walter, don't you?
I don't know if I want to know.
Exactly, absolutely. So you got to keep an eye out for the new Walter, for the new James Bond, literally. But I'm a big fan of James Bond. Now I've got to welcome along, of course, Sandy, the manager. Nice to see you again, Sandy.
It is very nice to see you too.
Well, I get the better deal here, to be very honest with you. You got to look at me, and I feel so sorry for you for that. Of course, Bob, Dave, and Ray are joining us from the band, the Southern Outlaws Band. Now, we played 4 Walls of Railford. Tell me about this, Alice.
Well, we wanted to pay tribute to one of the greats of Southern rock, which was Leonard Skinner. And 4 Walls of Rayford is one of their a little bit more unknown songs and was written by Ronnie Van Zant. So we wanted to do a new, fresh version of it. And we reached out to Gary Rosington and them, and they wound up giving us the 100% rights to it and gave us their approval after they heard what we did with it. And it's been going over really good, especially at the live shows, because we've been given, it's been touching a lot of hearts with the veterans, and it's been going over really, really good.
Absolutely. Well, I got to be honest with you, Alice. We've been playing it here, and people have been connecting with it and requesting it quite a bit. Now, at the same time, you guys are coming into winter right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quickly, too.
Unfortunately. Yes.
Yeah, so I presume that the festivals and that have now not only slowed down but stopped. It gives you time more to be able to do more writing, more recording.
Correct.
That's the mode we're in right now. That's all we're doing is writing right now. Our drummer's off fishing in Michigan, so until he gets back, when he gets back, he's going to have a lot of material to learn.
Dave, sorry, Bob, I'm really, really excited about that because it looks like there might be a new album coming out in the near future.
That's the
Yes.
plan.
Yep.
We're hoping by the beginning of the year, we're hoping to have it done.
Okay.
But it'll be
Any kind of name? Got anything in mind to name the album?
it's going to be called Outlaw.
There you go. There you go. I wonder where that would have come from, actually. I wouldn't have thought that one myself. But having said that, my friend, I am really, really excited about that because we would love to be able to run through the album with you once it's completed and do another interview. If you so may need alcohol or a psychiatrist, we can deal with both. Of course, Bob up the back, he can supply the alcohol, right?
Right.
Bob, what am I getting you into? Now, Sandy, I think this one's for you, Sandy. Literally, Tracy, coming out of Charlotte in North Carolina, is asking, as a fan, how do we get hold of Alice and the band, the Southern Outlaw Band? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, does somebody respond?
To every message, every comment, reach out on Facebook, and you will either talk to myself, Arliss, or they can, somebody always answers every comment on our page.
Yeah, I know. I've seen Ray's responses. He just can't spell properly, can he?
No, that's Dave. He
Oh, that's Dave. What are you doing
Yeah.
posing as Ray?
And we try to stay very engaged with our fans, keep everyone up to date of what's going on.
Very cool. Now, Travis coming out of Alberta, Canada is saying, do you have a website? Can we go to the website and buy merch? How do we do that?
You can go to the website. As of today, no, you cannot order the merch, but we're working on it.
But you can't work through Facebook.
Yeah,
Yes.
just send us a message, and
Yes.
we'll send you details.
You know, I say the exact same thing to the tax company.
Yep.
I do, you know, we're working on it. You know, send us a message. We'll get it. Sometime. Now, let's do this because, believe me, I am absolutely... when I first heard your music, Alice, Folsom Prison was the first song that I heard and absolutely loved it. Of course, it's a cover of the Man in Black himself. But tell me about this because you've redone it again. How's it different?
Well, what we did is me and Dave wound up going and redoing the vocals, and we split it up almost like a duo, and we did a little bit of editing and producing on the guitars, making sure that they got put out a little bit more, and the production of it and stuff, you know, to change things around a little bit, you know, to bring it out so it has a little bit more hit and drive, you know, that we thought it was lacking a little bit.
And the opening for Mr. Dave Von Whalen.
Yeah, that is Dave that you hear in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well, I tell you what, Alice, again, when I first heard of the Southern Outlaws Band, it was the Folsom Prison song. And as an engineer, when I get another version of it by the same band, I'm thinking, now I've got to have a listen. And really, I've scrutinised this. I really, really have. Got to admit, absolutely loving it. So right here at Galaxy is the Southern Outlaws Band, joined by Alice and the boys and lady manager. Folsom Prison, right here at Galaxy. Oh, that's loud.
That's the way to play it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's music to drive fast to. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
So you like the new, the production of it now?
I do. Not that I didn't like the last version, but I do like this version. Alice, what the hell is on your hat?
Oh, rattlesnake.
That's good. I thought it might have been something else that looked like a rattlesnake. Then I thought you couldn't do that because there's a lady sitting next to you. and is that the same with the t-shirt? What's on your t-shirt?
Yep. Skull with the snake going around it.
Okay.
That's pretty much my thing.
Okay.
I've got the rattlesnake boots. You know.
Does he have
So it's kind of everybody kind of knows me by the hat.
Okay, I'm sorry, I never saw it before, but my eyes are just being detracted from everybody else because I've got this mouth coming at me. I thought, you know, that's the weirdest penis I've ever seen.
horror. Bad, isn't it?
I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm sorry, Alice. I speak my mind sometimes. It gets away on me.
Don't apologize. Yep.
Apologise to them.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, that just be a line when we're on stage again. I'll throw that out there.
Yeah. Fair enough. I tell you what, you'll get a copy of this. You'll get a copy of it.
Say it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alice. You'll get a copy of this. Run it through the system. Lift the bloody thing. Have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do that to people all the time. I really do. Here's one for you, Alice, that really happened the other day. You see, I don't drink that much. Really, I really don't. But I decided while I was in town I might drop into the pub for a quick beer, see who's there, and of course, you know, dust off the old locals like they used to be. And the barman comes up to me, he goes, Grant, haven't seen you at a dog's age. Where you been? I says, oh, around. He goes, you used to come in and play pool and darts with your wife. I said, yeah, but she's got a blunt head now. Michael King is watching. Nice to have you back, Michael. It really, really is. And Marjay's out. Kia ora, my friend. Nice to have you on board as well. And he says, hello, Grant and Barbara and the Southern Outlaw Band. Well, yeah, they've got that as well. Pamela Tozer Harbottle says, we love Galaxy artists. Absolutely. So do we. And we also love the Southern Outlaws. Yes, Pamela. Yes, absolutely. Now, guys, while you're doing some more recording, are we looking at anything anytime soon for something new?
It'll
It'll be just a minute.
In a minute?
We got for Mike to come back.
We have our drummers,
Mike's up in Michigan fishing.
If I had to put a realistic time frame, I would think January, February, that time frame.
Oh, okay. So, because believe me,
Back it, rehearse it and get what we want, and then we go in the studio and,
I totally understand. Believe me, I really, really do. You're not a 5-minute factory and turning everything out every couple of minutes. But believe me, Alice, I love everything you guys do. Really, really do. And I'm at the stage now where, I'm sort of like becoming addicted to your music. I really need something new really, really quickly. You know what I mean? I really do. So, well, yeah, absolutely, I do, Alice. I really do. Now, having said that, with knowing that there's going to be something coming in the near future, will you come back for another interview?
Oh, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And please, I would love that bottle, Bob. I really, really would. Please throw it on a plane.
We will get that to you.
We got to definitely, we'll work on Mark and get him, try to see about getting us down there.
Yes, absolutely. Please do that. And if you've got anything that comes in a mason jar, all we have to do is pay the tax on it and the duty at customs. We can get it through. So alcohol, not a problem, literally. And if you feel like coming over here and trying some of our moonshine, that we have a few people that know how to make the product, we'd be more than happy to share. You know what I mean?
With my arm.
I was going to say, are you sure you want to do that challenge?
Oh,
yeah, you did think, Grant.
let me tell you. I want to tell you something. And this, that's signed by Michelle Lee, who sent me this.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
That is awesome.
And it comes, literally it comes from and it says here, take a sip. Else ain't got nothing on moonshine. Well, this is true too. But it was literally brewed in the Appalachian Mountains by a gentleman that's been doing it all his life. He's in his late 70s now, to be very honest with you. She couldn't resist. She put some in a flask, sent it to me, and well, we were talking about it. She goes, did you receive it? And I said, yes. And she also sent me a nip glass, right? And I went, oh yeah, it's just behind me. It's sitting on the shelf here. She goes, oh, okay. And I says, hey, listen, I'll have a nip. No worries, with you. You go and get something. She goes, yep. And she said to her husband, Roger, go and get it out of the freezer. And I went, hey, hold on. Freezer? She goes, oh yeah, it's got to be cold. I said, no, it's been sitting on the shelf. She goes, no, it's got to be cold. And I went, oh, well, I'd already poured the nip. So, cheers, you know what I mean? Shot it down the hatch, and she goes, you didn't do that, did you? And I went, yeah, I did. She goes, no, you're supposed to sip it. I went, what? I said, I'm a Kiwi, we don't sip anything. It just goes down. Tell you what, guys, long story short, it got me tore up from the floor up.
I did.
Literally.
That's a good thing.
I was blasted. One shot of it, absolutely laid me out for, the rest of the day. Literally, the rest of the staff are coming in making fun of me. In fact, I have resented Sharpies ever since.
Nice.
There's nobody who takes responsibility, but I found out that Sharpies takes a long time to get graffiti off your face.
Yes.
It wasn't that long ago, Grant. I wish I would have had a Sharpie with me when me and Dave went out.
What's he saying, Dave? What is he trying to say, Dave?
Pretty bad.
Oh dear. Well, you know something, when you guys come to New Zealand, all I can say, and Alice will be able to relate to this one, bail money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's what I want to name the next album, to be honest with you.
We'll call it bail money. What do you reckon? Believe me, I think it'd be a lot of fun actually to call an album bail money. But if you're going to hook up with me here in New Zealand,
We'll probably really need it by then.
well, get those t-shirts out there. That's how we do.
Yes.
Literally. And send me one. I would love to be able to promote you guys as well.
Definitely
Please,
send you one.
really would. And I expect it to be wrapped up, have it, a bottle inside it, Bob, and a cap, Dave, or a beanie. You see, and you see, folks, this is how you get a band to come to New Zealand, bring you alcohol, bring you a t-shirt, a beanie, and everything like that, without even starting the show. It's that quick. It really is. I'm that good. Guys, it's such a pleasure to have you back. It really, really is. Alice, congratulations with the show that you're doing with, of course, Rise Up TV, Big Records, and, of course, Sony Music, The Orchard. So very, very happy for you. And keep up that good work. For the rest of the band, keep Alice making music.
Yes.
Plan.
And Sandy?
yes.
Sandy, absolutely love the work you do. Please don't stop. You're a gem for this band.
Thank you.
You really are. Believe me, I know the kind of hours that goes into doing this sort of stuff. And if you're the manager and the sole manager, well done.
Thank you.
Believe me, Barbara does it for me as well. So I understand everything. Alice, take care, boy, and we'll catch up with you soon.
You bet. Same
Thanks,
with you
Grant.
guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks for having
Thank you,
us.
Grant.
Bye.
Always a pleasure. Don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to do some crazy photos next, and that's when you can bring the alcohol and the tongues out, okay? But in the meantime, let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Records, Sony Music, The Orchard, here at Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music, The Orchard.
Oh, Terry Van Cannon was on board.